Good morning, everybody. Oh my God, so many of you. It is my pleasure to be here with you this morning and to share some of my experiences with the Tools Bootcamp Workshop. I have to say that none of us, it is not a good feeling when we all find ourselves in a situation where we need to find a job. Some of us have never had to, or have not had to look for a job for like 10 years or something. Because of the economy, we have to start doing things differently. And one of the things I did is seek out ways to be non-traditional. So I joined Peninsula Works and I started to volunteer in assisting others find work. And that, in essence, helped me sharpen my own skills. So a lot of what I did was resume critique, interview skills, group interviews, one-on-one interviews, what you say, what you don't say, helped run workshops that allowed me to identify, number one, if the job that I was in before, because it's so natural for us to seek the job that we were in before. So number one, is the job that I was in before the job that I want to do again? So kind of reinvent yourself. And what I did is I did a lot of soul searching, and I volunteered, and I met some amazing people through Peninsula Works. And through resume critique, I perfected my resume. I created an online website. I did a lot of things that were outside the box, so to speak. And I know that word is used a lot, but really means do things that are different. Do a lot of interviews that will help you. Practice interviews that will help you anticipate questions and so forth. So when you go in there, you're completely prepared. But these events like today are so key in helping us find what we want. At one of the events, I've met several recruiters, but I met this specific recruiter through Virgin America Airlines. And I thought, oh my God, I have never been in the airline industry, so what can I possibly do for the airline industry? Well, lo and behold, I interviewed, I took all my skills that I learned through the job fair, and I perfected my resume, I made it specific to the job, I did all these things that you're taught in these events. And then I interviewed, and it was a group interview, and again, so I passed that, we passed hurdles. And when I got the news that says, oh my God, you're hired, or we want to make you an offer, I think there are moments in our lives that we will never forget. And that was one of them for me, when the recruiter called me and said, we would like to make you an offer. And I thought, because when you're out of work, that's what you want to hear. And I was so excited, and I ran home, and I couldn't contain myself. I was jumping up and down. I'm going to be working for Virgin America. Oh my God, this is great. So, then the process began, and I had to do a lot of paperwork, background check, and so forth, because when you work for an airline, that's necessary. So for me, it was an amazing experience, and I got it. I have to say that I got it through the help that I got from the good folks of Peninsula Works, and I was a part of that volunteer process for almost 2 years. So, and I had other jobs in between here and then, but to get like a permanent full-time job, it was like, it's going to happen. And I think a lot of what Peninsula Works does in the boot camp, the tools program, what that does, it also puts a little twist of motivation into it that says, you can do it too. We all can do it. We all have the resources to do it. It's just that we have to find them within ourselves. So that's why this is important. I won't take much more of your time, but I really thank you very much for allowing me the opportunity to come and speak in front of you today. Thank you so much, Jeff.